One of the toughest things to do in all of college football is win on the road. When you're a ranked team going into a hostile environment, these fans are ready to knock them off course. Welcome to Nashville, Tennessee, First Bank Stadium, home to the Commodores of Vanderbilt. As we'll see the number 19 team in the country, the Ole Miss Rebels, taking on a team from the Pac-12, the Vanderbilt Commodores. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack, and Jesse Palmer with me. Guys, it's time to get it going. The Commodores have been waiting, and finally the moment is coming and the opening of the season. Here he comes from inside his own 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. The Rebels offense will take the first swing of the game. Every team has impact players. What traits are you looking for when it comes to players who can make an impact, David?
Well, obviously, you want the main things, right? Speed, physicality, all power. All those things are really, really good. But you also need guys that will hold people accountable, guys that will lead. And it's nice to have those guys on your team. They're the leaders of the team, and they're the best players.
And part of the reason why they're leaders is because these guys...
Fires one high and deep. Makes the grab inside the 30. Touchdown, Rebels! Once he got a step, it was all over right to the house.
And you just cannot draw up the start of a season any better than that. Opening drive of the first game of the year and quick fire. You're down the field scoring 6. This offense is explosive.
They get set for the point afters. We have the first score of the game. And the extra point makes it 7-0. This offense prides itself on going after you, and they did with that long touchdown pass to finish off a 2-play drive. From inside his own 10, he'll try to help out their field position. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. So Vanderbilt's offense will try to get something started with their first possession. It's not often we focus on a matchup quite like this, but David, we have a couple of premier tight ends in this game.
And we've seen it recently, right? Ty Warren last year, Brock Bowers the year before. You can build an offense around an elite tight end, and both of these schools do it. The speed, the playmaking ability, the versatility. Palmer, I bet you wish you had a guy like this you could throw to.
You're right, David. I played with a lot of NFL guys at tight end, but none of them were as dynamic as these two right here. And you're going to see them get the ball in a variety of ways. We're seeing offense change in college football. One of the biggest reasons is the versatility now at the tight end position, and these are two of the best in the entire country.
They'll give it to the back. He's going to lose a yard on that one. And the Commodores want to pick up the tempo.
Well, the defense didn't have a lot of time to celebrate that last big play because here's the offense right away back at the line of scrimmage, ready to roll again with tempo.
Got it in the middle, it's Hudson. Found a bunch of room and got it to the 44-yard line.
And I don't know if this defense knows what just hit them because they gave up the completion, they gave up a first down, and now here's the offense back up at the line of scrimmage again, going tempo.
Out of the crowd, and now he's got room. Brought down at the 28. A chunk play, 15 yards on that one, and a first down.
And how about that? Right after they get the explosive play running the ball, they're going right back to the line of scrimmage for some tempo.
Might as well give it to him again. Strong run, picks up 6 down to the 22-yard line. The Commodores can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. From the gun, the running back tries to hit the hole. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. Dropping back, it's Pavia. Looking for the end zone. Touchdown, Vanderbilt. Snagged in the end zone to give them 6.
it's so underrated. The relationship between a QB and a wide receiver, the timing, the ability to know where he's going to be and be accurate with the football, that's what leads to nice touchdowns, Jesse.
Well, and the chemistry between these two guys has to be great when you're throwing into the end zone because coverage is going to be tight. The throw might not be perfect, but this is something these two guys have been repping in practice over and over and over, and it's paying dividends now in game.
Extra point here will tie the game. And they pick up the extra point. Kicker knocked it right down the middle. So it's an 80-yard drive. They're set to kick it off, and this crowd now ready to get behind them. On the move from inside his 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. This drive will start from the 19-yard line. From the gun, running back gets the give. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Grabbed in the backfield. It's Stribling. And they pick up just a few on that completion. It'll be 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Lofts one high and deep. Pulls it in on the right. Oh, a lot of space. And he'll run it into the end zone. Touchdown, Ole Miss.
Yeah, and that's simple, but it's not easy. It's a go route. Like that receiver's streaking straight down the outside of the field, and my job as a quarterback is to put that ball up in the air, keep it away from the safety. He does just that. Receiver comes down with the catch. Nice pitch, nice catch, touchdown.
Lining up to add another. And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. And they top it off by going up top. 81 yards on the touchdown pass. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. Looking for a man. It's Pavia. Makes the grab. And eventually taken down. But what about that spin move? Gives him the first down yardage.
All right, defense, you got to turn the page. You just gave up an explosive play through the air, but here comes the offense going quickly. You got to get lined up now and get ready for another one.
Jet sweep to the edge. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. And the Commodores want to move quickly. Guys, let's talk for a minute about Vanderbilt. The only important expectations are the ones inside the program, but when you start the season on the outside of the rankings looking in, it can give you a little bit of an edge, can't it?
Yeah, they want to prove to everybody they should have been ranked coming into this year. These players are angry. They feel like they're being disrespected, and they want to make a point to the entire college football world with a big win today.
And you hear it all season, and you see it every year. The teams come out of nowhere, and they feel like they've got a lot of potential, a lot of high-ranked players on the squad, and they're going to put it together, and that they'll get themselves into those rankings.
Catch in the middle. It's Hudson. They make the stop. Not a whole lot of ground picked up there, and they'll have work to do to get the first down. Looking to throw again. He'll throw it. Finds his man. It's Alexander. They make the stop about 4 yards short of the first down. So they're going to send out the field goal unit to try a long one. He says he can kick one from 75, but here he's going to need just 58 of them. And it's right down the boulevard. That'll bring him to within 4.
Well, that kid just showed off his hammer for a leg, 50-plus, and he did it with ease.
So after the last drive ended with a field goal, the kickoff team out there to send it away. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. They'll put this one in play first snap of the drive from the 25. Got it in the middle, it's Lee. Didn't pick up a lot there, moved it forward just a few. Working well behind the sticks on second down. Dropping back, it's Simmons. Sets up the screen. Powers through the defender. They corral him out of bounds, mark it down at the 38, and this offense might have something going. You know, you think back on the Jackson Dart era at Ole Miss, the best 3-year run in more than 50 years. Now Austin Simmons steps in, full of potential, Jesse, to lead the Rebels to further glory.
Quarterbacks have played so well under Lane Kiffin in recent years. You can even go ahead of Jackson Dart back to Matt Corral and what he was doing in that offense. So now the lefty takes over. This dude's got a lot of talent. He can make every single throw on the field. Lane Kiffin's playbook is completely at this guy's disposal, and because of that, you know there are going to be a lot of big plays for the Rebels.
What will they dial up on second and a long way to go? Out of the gun, the inside handoff, looking for a crease. And he's able to shed one tackle, but still, just a very short gain. The Rebels come to the line in the hurry-up. Keep it on the ground. Hard running there. He had a whole host of defenders he had to dodge in the backfield. The punt team makes its way onto the field. Getting our first look of the afternoon at the punter. Fair catches signaled and made, and they'll go to work from the 27-yard line. This drive will start at their own 27-yard line. Wants to go up top on first down. That's caught. It's Hudson.
Nice completion here to this wide receiver, and you're going to see this receiver line up in different spots all over the field all game long. Defense has got to keep their eye on where this guy is because they know he's a big part of this offense's success.
Finds his tight end. They got him at the 42, but he got 5 yards on the play. They'll snap this one from the 42. It's 1st and 10.
When offenses get first downs like this and they move the sticks and they get some momentum, look at what they do. They put their foot on the gas, run this no huddle, get to the line of scrimmage, and try to capitalize.
The Commodores have it with a 1st and 10.
Man, this guy's closing in quickly on 100 yards receiving. We're not even out of the first quarter yet. We knew he was going to be a big part of the game plan and the strategy, but every time...
Oh, he's getting ahead of steam. Knocked down at the 29-yard line. Picked up 15 yards on the play, and he's got a first down.
Nice job by the quarterback, seeing the receiver come open, getting him the football, making the first down, and they like to do this. When they make a first down, they want to go fast. They want to crank up the tempo.
They'll give him 1 to the 28-yard line.
And that wasn't a big gain, but look at the offense. Right back on the ball, ready to call a play, ready to go fast.
Off play action. He'll take a shot. And into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Vandy.
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. And if this quarterback gets through his progression, David, hits you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running. I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy. The connection between quarterback, wide receiver, you can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
Ready to try the point after. And the extra point puts them up by a field goal. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. On the run from inside his own 5. The coverage team maintains his discipline, not much doing on that return. They'll try to put a drive together, starting from their own 12. From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. Finds his way ahead for 3 out to the 16. And the Rebels moving quickly to the line. Dropping back, it's Simmons. Got out of trouble and throws. He's got it down the middle. Knocked down at the 26 after ripping off 10 there.
That wide receiver on the outside is dangerous. When you're playing zone coverage, it's really hard because you're not chasing him. You can't really get hands on him. You got to make sure you send more guys his direction. Maybe slide those linebackers toward that wide receiver so you got a little more help on the outside.
A lot of urgency for this offense.
Defense gives up the pretty big run. They get the first down, and listen, you got to reload quick now because this offense, they got their foot on the accelerator.
I like the idea on offense. You want to get this guy the football in as many ways as possible. So you throw him the screen quickly to see if he can make somebody miss. Doesn't work there, but that should not be the last time you run that play.
Great penetration by this defense, and they knock him down behind the line. A loss of 1. On third down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. Got a man. It's Wallace. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain. The Rebels line up to punt it away. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. He'll field the punt. He'll get it to about the 25 before they put a stop to the return. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. They'll start this drive going to the air. Snagged in the middle. It's Hudson. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker. The play-action fake. The throw to the outside is complete. Able to work it to the 39-yard line, and that'll be a first down.
And the offense showing off the short passing game, moving the sticks. Nice job, and look at them. They're right on the football, ready to capitalize on this momentum.
Off the play fake on first down to throw. Pulls it in. It's Hoskins. Across the 50-yard line on the huge pickup, and he's out of bounds at the 45.
A nice passing game by this offense. The quarterback and the receiver on the same page, in time, in rhythm, creates the big play. And look at them. They're right back on the football, ready to run another play.
Pocket breaking down. Caught behind the line. It's Sherrill.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly. That's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm right now.
And he is snuffed out, greeted by a host of defenders. And the Commodores come to the ball trying to pick up this third and short. To throw, it's Pavia. Finds a tight end. Just what they'd hoped for on third down as they've got a first at the 32.
And that wasn't easy. Hitch route on third down with tight coverage. The receiver doing a great job shielding the defender away from him.
There he goes! And he'll step out of bounds after a very productive play. The Commodores want to crank the tempo. They're going to run it. They'll give him 1 to the 28-yard line. Third and short from the 28. Let's see if this is 4-down territory or if they just pick up the first here. From the gun, wants to pass. No more time to throw. Quarterback is sacked at the 35.
This is a good sign for this defense. The rate they were going, not touching the quarterback, him already having 2 touchdown passes in the first half, this was not going to be a fun football game to watch. Now they're turning the tide a little bit, getting a little bit of pressure, getting a sack.
Now on fourth down, they'll send out the field goal unit. He's going to reach for a long one, a 52-yard attempt. Splits the uprights, it's good. Now, there is a flag down on the play, but when you knock through a field goal from that distance and you're not going to get the first down, I think you just keep your points. This could turn out to be a huge penalty. Thought they were going to have to settle for 3, and now the offense back on the field with a chance for more. He's going to lose a yard on that one. The negative play leaves them with 2nd and 12.
Phenomenal job by the defense that time, shutting down the option play. They knew they were going to see this in this game, and all week long in practice, they really focused on this. Assignment football, making sure the dive, the quarterback, the pitch, all taken away. Nowhere to go with the football that time offensively. The defense coming up with a
touchdown doors. All that baby in and then stroll into the end zone for the score.
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge, and also the anticipation, the timing. To be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone, that was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. Listen, a lot of times, touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And with the extra point, they're now up by a touchdown and a field goal at 10. They put it in the end zone with a 12-play scoring drive. They're set to kick it off. You think this crowd's going to get loud when their defense comes on the field? Fielded in the end zone, it's Lacey.
And that's not what you want out of that kick return. If you're that return guy, you've got to make something happen. You've got to be able to make a guy miss. That's why you're back there in the first place, because of your athleticism, but you have got to be able to generate better field position on that kickoff return.
And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. Rides to the back. Got enough for the first, and he's still going. They'll mark him out of bounds at the 24. A big run, creating a little space for this offense.
And after giving up a long run defensively, they don't have a chance to substitute now. They've got to get ready to go because the offense is going tempo.
They stop him just short of the first down, but it will be second and inches coming up.
I like this idea by the offense going hurry up here. You just had a very nice run. Let's get back up to the line of scrimmage and go fast.
Caught in the backfield, it's Diggs. And the Rebels are stopped, but not before getting the first down. We're through one, and what a back-and-forth battle between these two quarterbacks as we look at the stats. I'm not going to argue if this production keeps up as we start the second. So after the break, they'll go back to work. Back to pass, it's Simmons. Picked off. Knocked down quickly after the pick, but that offense says thank you very much, and they'll have it at the 43.
Most defenses are lucky if you have one good covering corner. Fewer are lucky if you have two. They've got three DBs, three corners that can play at the same time in their nickel package that they feel can go mano-a-mano with anyone in the country. And you saw it on that last play coming later today.
Vanderbilt has the ball again, and here comes that Commodore offense. Man, what a drive last time for the touchdown. That passing attack was lethal, David.
Yeah, and you hear all these stupid commentators like me and Jesse talking about create balance, run and pass. No, when you throw that good, spin the ball around.
So the defense has to find a way to affect the quarterback on this drive because last drive he had way too much time to throw.
They make the stop, and he'll have enough yardage for a first down. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. They'll snap it from the 26 on first down. They'll run it from the gun.
A nice job being gap sound by this defense. And here you go. Watch what this offense does. They'll get right back on the ball, and they'll go really quick, so you got to be prepared.
The run to the right. gets it into the red zone, and they'll have it at the 16. And the Commodores headed quickly to the line. Motion from the wide receiver. They'll run it in the red zone. It's Newberry. And how about the work up front by that big defensive line? They'll try the run. And you race it to the house. Touchdown, Commodores!
And this offense is firing on all cylinders right now. Starting the year, game one, creating a little bit of a pad and separation at the end of this first half. But you can see why so many people are really excited about this offense this season.
They'll try to tack one more on their score. And with the extra point, they now have a 3-possession lead at 17. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Guys, let's take a look at what's happening in a great college football matchup. Toledo is ahead in this one. This team plays a hard-nosed brand of football there in the MAC, but they're a long way from closing this out. They're up by 10 over Ball State. Just another week of college football where we've come to expect the unexpected, fellas.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. Guys, let's take a minute and talk about Ole Miss. You start the season, top 25, clearly expectations are flying your way, but with that might come some roadblocks.
Well, I think you got to take every week and every opponent one at a time. The number beside your name doesn't matter right now. The number matters late in the season. So you want to start the season fast. You want to be gelling on offense and on defense. I think that's the challenge early here.
Absolutely. Figuring out who you are. Obviously some talented pieces, well thought of in the top 25, but a lot of season to go out and prove it. Day one, game one. Make that first impression.
Pretty good effort on that one to work his way up to the 42. Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. From the gun, he leaves it with the back. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. Looking to pass, it's Simmons. They've got the screen set up. And he's going to be just short of the first down. It's going to bring up a decision for this coach. The Rebels send out the punt unit. Fair catch is made inside his own 20 at the 17-yard line. They'll start this drive from the 18-yard line. Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. He's going to lose a yard on that one. The Commodores in the hurry-up.
And this guy has been a dominant force early in this game. We're still in the first half. He already has a sack. He gets a tackle for loss there. He's playing so well with his eyes right now. He's reading his keys, and he's letting his God-given ability put him in the backfield to make these plays.
And the Commodores come to the line trying to find a way to convert on 3rd and very short. They'll try to get it through the air. Almost had the completion, just missed it. The Commodores will line up to punt it away. He's going to try to flip the field with this one. Fair catch is signaled and made, and they'll go to work from the 27-yard line. Let's see if they can put together a drive starting from their own 28. He's going to lose a yard on that one. Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11.
And this offense gets nothing done on that play, but look at them. They're continuing to run this tempo. They want to try to do something to get a spark going to create a big play.
And the Rebels come to the line on 3rd and short, looking to keep the drive moving. Quarterback on the keeper. Quick, it's a fumble on the play. Recovered by the defense, and he's off. He'll be forced out of bounds after the nice gain on the run.
Well, you always worry about turnovers in the first game, and for this young man, he's got to be able to turn the page. I know that was his first carry of the year. He puts it on the ground. That's the nightmare scenario, but you got to be able to wash that and flush it out. You got to be able to play the next play.
Vanderbilt has it back and heading out to go on the attack. They had to punt it away on their last possession, but man, what great field position this time.
I mean, this is awesome. Like, last possession didn't go great. Now you're set up in an opportunity to get some points. Start thinking about what plays I like, Jesse, as I cross the 50.
There are a lot of offensive coordinators out there, David, and in this position, they like to take a shot right away and try and capitalize on this field position.
He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a first down. Pulls and throws off the RPO. They get him out of bounds right at the 5-yard line, and that one might have saved the touchdown. They'll dial up the run on first and goal. He'll be brought down at the 5-yard line, and this defense is on its heels. We'll see if the offense can punch it in on second and goal. The run up the middle, trying to find its way to the goal line. Relentless, tough running gets it down to the 4. They'd love to make this short field pay off with a touchdown instead of settling for 3, but it is third, and the ball comes out. What a disastrous play. A fortuitous turn of events to keep possession of that one.
Good awareness by the offense. You never want to see the ball on the ground, but a nice job understanding to just kind of jump on it and make sure you keep possession.
They'll send out the kicker to try to salvage this drive. Right down the boulevard. It's good. And they'll push that lead out a little further.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
They keep pushing that lead out, and the kickoff team's getting some work. And he takes this from inside the 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. We'll see what they can do on this drive that starts at the 16-yard line. Looking to throw at Simmons. Finds his man. It's Lee. Out to the 32-yard line before he goes out of bounds, and that's the way to give a little start to the drive.
Man, this quarterback is having himself a day. Over 200 yards in the first half. It was hard enough for Palmer to get over 200 in a game, more or less in the first half.
He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there, still a bit short of the first down. From the gun, they'll give it on the inside. And he never had a chance, just stopped cold as soon as he got it. The Rebels are in the hurry-up. Off the play fake. Quickly out to the tight end. He's got first down yardage across the 50. They'll mark it at the 49. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs.
And it's on third downs like this. If you want to attack the middle of the field, you got to look for the tight end. Really nice route. Great job looking that football in. You can tell this quarterback really has a lot of confidence when he's in the pocket looking for the big fella, and they're able to hook up there.
You know, QBs want to make those big plays. They want to put up the big stats. But when nothing's there, sometimes you just tuck the ball, get a minimal gain. I like the slide, by the way, too. Get down and don't take a big hit.
And the Rebels will snap it on 1st and 10. Run in the red zone. It's Diggs. He stopped at the 14-yard line, and they'll stay on the attack from there. Operating in the red zone here on second down. Back to pass. They go to the wide receiver screen. That completion will take them inside the 10 to the 9-yard line. Timeout is called, and it's the defense wanting to make sure that everyone's on the same page for this big down. Secondary walks up on the line, showing press coverage. The terrain gets rough this deep in the red zone. Third down, they can't pick up the first without scoring. He gets it so close to that imaginary yellow line, but I think he's going to be just a tad short. He'll toss it. Touchdown, Rebels! How about this back staying on track and getting it in on the option?
It looks like the offense just had the defense confused on that option play. Nobody accounting for the pitch man. The running back able to walk in.
Lining up for the PAT. And it's up and good. An 84-yard drive there. They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. He'll start the return inside his 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. Looking for a man. It's Pavia. Quarterback doing what he does best. He can move. On the run, and he'll slide to avoid the big hit. And the Commodores will hustle to the line.
He does a good job of dropping back, going through his progressions. Nothing there. What do? Go get some yardage. Make it positive. Don't sit back in the pocket and force something into a bad situation or take a sack. Great job making something out of nothing.
From the 39-yard line, it's 1st and 10.
And the defense gives up the first down. And here they go. They're going fast. No time to substitute. Got to communicate quickly and get back on the line of scrimmage.
And there was nowhere to go. Just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
Nice job by this defense creating that negative play. That's what all defenses want to do. But look at this. This offense, they ain't scared. Right back on the ball, ready to run another play, ready to make this defense work.
Looking to throw for it. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. 4th down coming up. The Commodores will call on their punt team. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. And nobody able to field that punt as it rolls out of bounds. They'll try to put a drive together starting from the 36. Grab behind the line. It's Haas. And a good job of coverage by that defense. Just a short pickup. Let's see what they've got on second down.
And you see tight end matchups all over the field all the time. Now, it used to just be in the red zone. Now, you just find the big fellow, you put him in the slot, and try to give him the ball as much as possible because you know he can make big plays.
Man, this sophomore quarterback unleashed a cannon on that one.
This quarterback obviously did a lot of film prep coming into this one. He has been picking this defense apart. With that last completion, guys, he's now got over 300 yards passing.
And it's incomplete, deflected, knocked away by the D. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. Off the bootleg, wants to toss it. Got it behind the line. It's Taylor. And this one will be stopped for no gain. Now facing a 3rd and long. Give to the running back. He's inside the 35. They'll spot it at the 34. Not enough for the first down, and let's see what they do on fourth. Trying to do it on the ground. Will not get there. A fourth down stop. To the air, it's Pavia. Snagged out of the air. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground cover to pick up the first. We're at the 2-minute timeout. They've built a big lead, and they'll try to pile on a little more before the break. And the Commodores in a good spot here with second and short. Wants to go up top. Caught near the sticks. It's Hoskins. Nice pickup there. Gets him the first down and sets him up at the 45-yard line. Used the play fake. Now to throw. And the defense will corral the quarterback, and down he goes at midfield.
Man, this offense, they gotta find something. They gotta get in a rhythm somehow. So far, no success, not protecting the quarterback. Really, the only good thing I can say so far is they haven't turned the football over.
These guys are bringing serious heat. They are like sharks swarming and just getting after the passer. Grabbed over the middle. It's Hoskins. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few. They've got to come up with a big play on this third and long. Steps out at the 34-yard line. Big pickup on that one in this offense within striking distance. Power football with the run. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. The RPO fired complete to the left. Timeout called by the offense, and now they just have one remaining in the half. The Commodores come to the line with a new set of downs. Quick completion to the right. Got some room, headed to the goal line. Touchdown, Vanderbilt. Made the grab and took it on in for the score.
Well, this offense is clicking. They've been doing it all first half, running the ball, throwing the ball. They had insult to injury with another touchdown here right before teams go into the tunnel. This defense, guys, they have got to find some answers, and they've got to regroup here at halftime.
PAT unit on the field. The kick is up and good, and put one more on the lead. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. From inside the 10, here he comes. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. So let's see how they play it in this final 30 seconds of the first half. Taylor has it. Got to be smart, patient, great vision, uses all of that to get to the 29. The Rebels with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. We played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Boys, you never quite know what to expect there in Nashville, and we've had a lively first half. And if you thought that was a quick first half, you'd be right on the money. 2 workhorse running backs who just kept pounding the rock behind offensive lines who look less like college kids and more like bulldozers. Call it ground and pound, call it pin and pummel. Both sides have been dominant, and I'm curious to see if either defense can make an adjustment. And with that, let's send it back to the guys at First Bank Stadium.
And the Rebels will kick it off to start the second half. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. They'd love to put a long drive together here as they start from their own 21. Keeping it on the ground to open the second half. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. Back in motion, try to clear the picture. To the air, it's Pavia. Takes the easy one to the back. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. Looking to move the chains. They throw it complete to the left. They'll stop him at the 24, and that brings up 4th down. And the Commodores will bring the punt team onto the field. He'll try to really get into this one. Signals for the fair catch and hauls it in just shy of the 30. The Ole Miss offense ready to go back to work. To the air on first down. That's reeled in. It's Lee. And the defense had that one well covered. Just a short game there. He'll do it himself. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender. The Rebels racing to the line in the hurry-up. Snap from the gun on 3rd down. Here's the heat. Rush coming in hot, and they got him at the 29. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. And the Rebels will send out the punt unit. And the returner will be dragged down. Opening play of this drive comes from the 26-yard line. Looking to throw on first down. He'll try to do it himself. Good run on the play, and he slides to avoid the hit. That's the type of explosive play you love to start a drive with. First down from the 42. Takes this handoff and headed to the right. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. Scanning the field, it's Pavia. Got the quick pass. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few. Now trying to keep this drive alive on 3rd and long from the 45. Caught over the middle. It's Stowers. That'll get the job done and move the chains, and they'll mark the ball at the 45. The Commodores look to keep this drive humming. Handoff from the gun. And he's stuffed by that big defensive tackle up front. They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. On the run, it's Newberry. Look out, he's got room. He works his way inside the 30 down to the 29 and picks up a first down. And the Commodores come to the line with a fresh set of downs. They'll go to the ground. They'll give him one to the 28-yard line. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. He's got it on the right. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker. The Commodores come to the line on 3rd and short, looking to keep this drive moving. They'll throw on 3rd and short. Catch in the middle, it's Hoskins. That will be enough to move the chains and give them a first down in the red zone at the 14. They go to the ground. Nice move there. He's brought down at the 6, but the defense feeling the heat to make a stop here. 2nd down coming up on this red zone opportunity. Looking to fire. Makes the grab. They'll get him stopped just short of the end zone, but they're in business here with a first down. They'll try to get it in with the run. Touchdown, Vandy. And the route is on.
And it's been more the same in the second half of this offense, doing whatever they wanted. What a start to the season, man. This is exactly what you draw up. Everything they drew up in the offseason has worked in game one, and that's why they are dominating this football game.
Now they'll line up for what they hope is automatic. And the extra point will tack another one onto this lead. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Dynamite matchup today, fellas. Let's show you what's going down. UConn has the lead right now. Husky hysteria has been palpable all week across the state, but this game is hardly over. There is time left on that clock. They're up by 5 over UAB. We'll circle back. If anything big happens, you should know about it.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. The Rebels come to the line after ripping off that huge gain on the ground, trying to keep it going. Looking to throw at Simmons. Gets open down the middle. A 7-yard pickup. It'll be 2nd and 3. Grabbed behind the line. It's Wallace. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. When you've already sent your punter out 4 times, at least he knows he's going to get his varsity letter, and his leg might get a bigger workout if they don't convert. He'll be stopped about 2 yards short of a first down. And the Rebels will punt it away on 4th down. They've been busy out there to punt for the 5th time today. Punt will bounce out of bounds, and they're going to spot it at the 25. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Off the play fake on first down. He's going up top. Intercepted, and finally this defense makes a play. And they'll get him down after a solid return.
Well, this offense really felt coming into today that they were going to have to throw the football. And for the most part, David, this quarterback has been lights out. That time, though, he lets it get away from him a little bit, and that was a critical INT for the defense and their confidence.
They needed something, man. They've given up a lot of yards, and that's the thing about the defense. Just sometimes it can change in one play. They make the interception, they force the turnover, and hopefully, for their sake, maybe get in the quarterback's head just a little bit.
Ole Miss ready to send the offense onto the field. After a punt on their last possession, they are set up in plus territory this time.
And honestly, it wouldn't have mattered if they scored a touchdown their last possession. You've got to be able to turn the page and see this as a brand new opportunity to go get points.
Yeah, and your defense has set you up for the position to get points right away. Now, let's get this offense back rolling again, create some momentum, just get a few first downs, and I'm in scoring position.
Trying play action. Grab near the sticks. It's Wallace. And they reacted well to the completion, but it was too late to keep them from getting the first down. Looking downfield, it's Simmons. And they're not quite in rhythm there. It's incomplete. Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Pulls it and fires to the left. And he's brought down after a nice gain. The Rebels are moving quickly down the field. And you want to talk about his favorite receiver, it might be everybody based on the number of guys getting touches and a chance to show off their hands in the passing game. One more period to go, and we'll see just how much fight they've got left in them. They go back to work with a first down in the final period of this one. Going up top again. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces 2nd down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Wide receiver going in motion. Caught in the backfield. It's Stribling. And he'll step across the sidelines after making a good gain on that one. Not a lot of ground to cover and not much to defend. A big 3rd down in the red zone. got away from trouble and got rid of it. A short throw to the sideline, but it is long enough for a first down. And the Rebels will try to punch it in on 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it. Now the play fake. Tight end finds a soft spot. They get it down to the 7 on that pass play in prime position for a score. They're going to throw it on 3rd and goal. Trying to barrel in. Give him 6. Touchdown, Ole Miss.
And with that last touchdown now, they're trying to create some momentum. They're trying to avoid starting the season 0-1. They know they've got a lot of work to do here in the second half, but you should be feeling pretty good about that last score. Now you've got to keep that up.
On to attempt the try. Right down the boulevard. So they moved the ball 43 yards on that drive. They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd. From inside his own 10, let's see what he gets. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. They come to the line for the first play of the drive, snapping it from the 21. Leaves it with the back. Defense there to stop him after a gain of 1 to the 22. Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. Caught in the backfield, it's Hudson.
It's hard to have success on wide receiver screens when you're facing press man coverage because your blockers out front oftentimes can't pick them up, and that receiver gets gobbled up as soon as he catches the pass. You saw it on that last play.
He did not make it a stone wall on 3rd down. And the Commodores will punt this one away. Waves the arm for the fair catch, and the catch is made close to the 30-yard line. The Ole Miss offense ready to go back to work. Weeks like this are tricky, but you have to respond better than they have, and I would expect they'll take a major hit in the rankings next week. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there, still a bit short of the first down.
And this offense is going to have to catch some breaks, man. They're going to have to make some big plays. They're going to have to push the ball down the field, break some tackles, hit some home runs, down 3 possessions in the 4th quarter. They're going to have to do everything right.
The Rebels come to the line on 3rd down, trying to keep this drive alive. The give to the back. And how about that alertness and that swarming D to keep him from getting the first down? Coach has no choice here. The offense has to stay on the field, down multiple possessions this late. 4th down attempt coming. He is stopped short, and they'll turn it over on downs. Just a crushing blow at this point in the game. The give to the back. It's a seam wide open. They finally get him stopped, and this veteran junior running back comes up with a nice play. They're down to the 20, 1st and 10. They're going to ride this running back. And this one will be stopped for no gain. Got stuffed on 1st down. It's 2nd and 10. It's a running room. Stop is made at the 8, but it'll be enough to set up a 1st and goal. The Commodores have it in scoring position on 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. Couple of guys there to get him on the ground. Finding it tough to make positive yardage. Now 3rd and goal from the 2. The give. Touchdown Doors! And the pummeling has started.
His defense is going to have to do a better job being physical. That's 2 rushing touchdowns they've now allowed. They have got to be better close to the line of scrimmage.
He'll try to tack on one more. And with the extra point, they push the lead out a little further. Kickoff unit getting some extra work as this lead has really grown.
Ole Miss, 28.
On the move from inside his 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. A lot of work to do as this drive will start from the 16-yard line. Tight end now in motion. The give is to Taylor. Breaks the tackle. Picks his way ahead, pick up of 3, and gets it to the 20-yard line. Got 3 on first down. It's 2nd and 7. Back to throw, it's Simmons. Oh, they're after him. Intercepted, and the defense has set him up. He didn't get a lot on the return, but man, did he set his offense up at the 30.
And I love this defense understanding situational football. You got the lead in the 4th quarter, getting your nickel packages. You know the pass is coming, and the execution was great.
Yeah, they thrive on takeaways, and they love to get into games late with the lead because one of the strengths of their entire team is their secondary, and you saw it there. In nickel, they're able to come away with the pick, and it's looking like they're going to be able to seal this game.
Vanderbilt has the ball again, and here comes that Commodore offense. Motion from the wideout. Here's the handoff. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Running into the open space. He's loose. And he's brought down after a nice gain. From the 14-yard line, it's 1st and 10. Looking downfield on first down. Grabbed in the middle, it's Hudson. He stopped just a chain link or 2 away from the first down and sets them up beautifully here. Wide receiver comes in motion. Quarterback quick pass to the receiver. Knocked down behind the line of scrimmage, he'll lose a yard. Tight quarters deep in the red zone, but they can pick up a first down without scoring. 3rd down. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play. And this kicker is turning into old reliable. He's already knocked through a couple today. From the left hash, and this distance ought to make that angle pretty easy to handle. Never a doubt. Right down the middle. And they just tack on a little more to this gargantuan lead.
And they just tack on more points to this big lead. Listen, 4th quarter was sitting extremely pretty. All we got to do, not give up big plays, make them earn everything they get the rest this way, and we looking pretty good.
He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. Got it in the middle, it's Wallace. And he's brought down after a nice gain. They really got things moving on this drive. 2nd play of the drive comes from the 37. Coming out on first down with the play fake. The sure hands, it's Diggs. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain. Backed up now, here's 2nd and long. With the catch, it's Lee. He's close to the first down, but they're going to mark him just a little short.
And this offense is going to have to find more explosive plays. And it can't just rely on the dink and dunk. It's going to have to find itself and score more points. Listen, they got beat up today. But moving on in the future, they've got some good pieces. They got to find a way to fit them together, create some explosive plays on this offense, because today they've been lacking.
And the Rebels are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. Grabbed in the backfield, it's Taylor. They convert on third down as he gets it to the 46-yard line. The analytics nerds say the goal was at least 4 yards on 1st and 10. Back to pass, it's Simmons. Using the quick game. They get it down to the 35 before he stopped. 10-yard pickup on the play, and it's a 1st down. Looking to throw on 1st down. Catch in the middle, it's Lee.
And it's all about coachable moments, and obviously they have not had a ton of success throwing the ball in this game. But as a coach, I think you're just looking for positives, like that play right there, even late in the game. Taking your steps, making the right read, an accurate throw, positive plays that you can build upon offensively for the next game.
It's really the most common type of upset we see every year. The home field advantage is so big, and especially when you have a ranked team come to town, they love to play spoiler.
Yes, and what needed to happen happened in this football game. Something good to happen early to get the belief and to get this crowd involved. And when the crowd gets involved, Jesse, it changes the game, and I think it had a lot to do with the outcome today.
I agree. I'll tell you, regardless whether this team is ranked or unranked, when their home crowd is like they were today, they're tough to beat, period. And you know this crowd and these fans, they're going to be celebrating this win for days and days to come.
That's going to do it from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and you've been watching another presentation of EA Sports College Football.